At this point, you should have clicked on the approach link up on the top toolbar, and I will start this section right away. I've outlined a comprehensive approach towards full lifecycle web presence management in a corporate environment. Even though this methodology can be applied in any environment, I suggest you visit the following site if you are new to web technology and need a more beginner's approach. The link I've inserted here for you is related to the Fortress Web Design free tutorial. If you click on this link, you should get a web page up there. And this is from another site. This is from a site which is a little bit more dedicated to the novice web designer or web developer. I think it's a wonderful tool for just dealing with some of the basic web design and web development principles. If you go through the site, you'll see that there's a tutorial there available for you at this page, which will touch into the following areas: design fundamentals, website planning, layout and structure, effective typography, color considerations, good use of graphics, website interactivity, testing and revision, website promotion, business website tips, and so on. I think that if you are definitely new to web development, web design, or just leveraging the web as a marketing or business tool, definitely check out the site just to get started, and then perhaps come back to the seminar later on and compare the different methodologies. Right off the bat, I'll tell you that in terms of methodology, I believe that methodology is a means to an end, not vice versa. There are a lot of other great web professionals out there who had their own personal approach to the web, and I think there is no black and white here. I mean, there is no right or wrong web approach. I think whatever approach works for you or gets you the desired result is the one that you should take on. Nonetheless, I have divided my approach into these following categories to give it some logical structure. The first category is strategic planning, followed by information architecture, followed by interaction design, followed by usability, followed by visual design, followed by web application development, followed by web marketing, followed by ongoing operations. You'll notice that these phases have links stemming from them. The reason for that is that this presentation is interlinked. You will see the word strategic planning or usability, for instance, linked too many times. This is just a mechanism to get you to that area if you want to quickly brush up on what this or what the phase in question is about. But I'd like you to hold off from that and click on the following link. It's a link up on the top before the different phases, and it says, My Approach is subdivided into the following sequential phases. Please click on My Approach. So that will bring up a web page with a case scenario entitled Front-End Web Development Methodology. Now, a lot of the literature available on my site and through this presentation has been taken from real-life experience and adapted into a fictional case scenario where different experiences or different business problems and solutions are discussed. This particular document is also available in Word format, just like the majority of my publications. And it deals with a proposed front-end web development process. Now, this is for a fictional company which doesn't have time to go out and get an external agency to take them through a 4-stage web development / design process. It's a company which is still finalizing on some of the business components and has already started building the site, but at the same time still needs to project and design the site altogether. Now, this is a very complex task. This is as complex as you'll get, as you'll find. And what this methodology is doing is actually trying to show the interrelations between the various phases or components of a web development process. You see in the beginning, if you look at the chart, you'll see a item is entitled Demo. Usually a demo is maybe done at the beginning of a project when you're in a phase of still gathering business requirements, but at the same time wanting to give the business people and the strategic people involved and to provide some extra feedback. Many times ideas really don't run into Notion as well as a demo or something that looks like what will later on be the finalized project. As you can see, that's independent because that area there is just meant to provide some feedback and does not really hinder the development process of the rest of the project. The B item very quickly is a process flow that pretty much is the information architecture portion of the website or web presence that you're developing. Process flow is key because as soon as you have that, you should get your developers to begin assembling a website skeleton structure. Obviously, there are other components, but I'm going to race through this just to give an overall idea. You see the F area is labeled content. At this point of the game, you should have your strategic analysis all done and really be in the process of assembling content or just gathering it, whether it be literature or a website service or things of that nature. And if you look at the G component, what's happening there is, once you start getting an idea or you start assembling content, you have a site skeleton, you have an overall process flow, and understand the tasks that you want your user to take throughout the website, it's a good idea to start, assembling information design aspects, create storyboards, and things of that nature to really, get down on paper how you want to interact throughout your website. Use case models you see in C sometimes are implemented within the information design or even before that in the process flow. Use case model basically is a way to define the behavior or either an application or a website. As you can see in H, we start seeing kind of a focal point within the process, the site assembly development. We've got all the components now. We have a process flow, a site skeleton. We have the content. We've defined the interaction. We've gone through some usability testing at this point. We're integrating that as we build this. And, we're getting ready to launch your first prototype. After that, once you have a main prototype, you're probably looking to do some content stylization. In the beginning, you may get rough content up on the web, but sequentially you may be bringing in consultants to fine-tune the language or really fine-tuning the service that you're launching if it's an application. And the K area that we have in this chart again is related to web maintenance. That goes with the ongoing operations section of this presentation. It has everything to do with maintaining and building and expanding the web presence after you already have initial prototype or phase up and running. Now, the advantages of this particular type of web presence development methodology is that given the case scenario, the company is really phasing in all these different aspects of web development, the interaction design, information design, on the fly. Now, some of these components aren't necessarily all done, but they're building as they go. This is like the worst type of scenario you'd be involved in because you're building on kind of unstable foundations as you go. Ideally, you'd be working with a methodology enable you to build all these aspects sequentially and give you the time you need to really put in some close-off or closure points within the processes.